See, the river of God never runs dry. It fills every empty space. The Bible said in John 7:30, it said, out of his heart will flow rivers of living water. Now, this testimony shows that he can flood your desert with his life. I pray and I plead that you subscribe to this channel and give this video a like so more people can see this testimony. God bless you as you do that. Let's get to the video.
Do whatever I cannot do. Let me start with this one. I had a dream immediately my children closed from the long vacation last term, that I saw a snake in my clothes in the dream, and then I brought it out and it fell where my children were. While we were scampering to kill the snake, I woke up, and then I told the dream to my family. We prayed about it. Later on, my daughter came and said they wanted to go and play outside, because we live at the 7th floor. So I don't normally leave them alone to go there. I like to be present. So I just asked them to go because I was so tired that Saturday. Then I gave instruction to the oldest one, who was 9 years. I said, please look after them. Please be careful. Don't go near the rail and all of that. Then I fell asleep. About 30 minutes later, I heard a loud cry. All of them were crying, Mom, Mom. And then I woke up. I saw blood coming out from some of their mouths, their nose. I said, what happened? With anger, I started beating the older one. She said, no, Mom, something has happened to my eyes. Something has happened to my eyes. The younger one said, Splendor was pushing us. She was pushing us so hard that I lost control. And then I jammed this one, jammed this one. Then his head, he bumped into the girl's eye. And the impact was so much. She was in severe pain, and I didn't take her seriously at first. Then she was in so much pain that I could not resist. I called a eye doctor friend of mine, and she told me to get some eye drop. I did, but there was no impact because that day was a Saturday. She asked us to come on Monday. It's the hospital that we used. So on Monday, I took her to the hospital. They examined her and, gave us some drugs. We went home 2 days later. I saw that the thing was worse. The place was so swollen and she was in so much pain, sensitivity to light and all of that. I took her back to the hospital. So she was asked to do a CT scan, this scan here. So she did the CT scan and it showed that there is orbital muscle entrampment, inferior entrampment, and the fracture of the wall of the eye. So we were immediately referred to see a maxillofacial surgeon in a big hospital here in Abuja. Something that just started like a joke. So we went there, and then they said, well, where have you people been? You came very late. Even if anything can be done, it's 50-50. You came very late. It's an emergency case. Why did you take so long and all of that? She has to be booked immediately for a surgery. She was booked on the 19th of August. It happened to be the time of Papa's birthday. But I allowed them to do all the tests in preparation for the surgery, not to look like, I just knew in my heart she was not going to do that surgery. And I was whispering it to her. We are working together in our mind. So when she finished the test, I went back to the doctor and said, sir, please, I want to inquire more about this situation. Have you ever encountered it? He said, yes. In all the years of his practice, he has never seen it reverse on its own, or people recover or it gets better. You must do surgery, and that surgery is 50-50 and all of that. And so I told him that I'm coming back here will be the confirmation that the thing has cleared, that God will heal her. They all busted out and started laughing at us. The doctor said, you don't even need to come back. If it is healed, you will see it. The double vision will stop. This one will stop. This one. You don't need to come back. I said, okay. We left. I brought her here on the 17th of August. It was during Papa's birthday. After prayer, I take her to the altar. And we did that for 3 days. The third day, I tore the report and poured it in one of these trash bins around here. And we left. But nothing happened. I was still worried. I would go inside my room and say, God, this is a young child. If faith can be planted in her now, it's going to go a long way. If you choose to embarrass me and embarrass yourself, well, I still come out and tell her, don't worry. God will do it. School was about to open. on September, I was worried, so worried. How is she going to see? Because as you are here now, she'll be seeing one here, she'll be seeing one. So it was problem. She cannot really see with, she had to close one eye and read like this, like, So I was worried. But she went to school. I was so eager. She told me that I was seated at the back, but I could see the board very clearly. I said, what? This is number 1. Don't worry, God will perfect it. 3 weeks later, I asked her, I noticed she had stopped reading like this, and everything was looking normal. I said, I noticed that you're no more looking like this anymore. She said, yes, but I'm still seeing double. I said, don't worry, God will do it. I know that in your next birthday, God will perfect everything. And guess what? Today is her birthday, 26th of October, and she's 10 years today. And God has reversed everything. Entrapment has been reversed. Double vision has been reversed. All of the symptoms has been reversed. As this doctor said, we don't even need to go back to the hospital, because as I am seeing it, that is how it is. What God cannot do does not exist. The second testimony is that last year, I stood here for the first time to testify of how God turned again, the captivity of Zion, and there was an evil verdict which was, meted on me. I was to draw back 1 year backward because of some issues at the office, which was to prevent me from being promoted. But as soon as that siege was broken, God, it was as if God used that incident to announce me. People who didn't even know what I was doing. I came to limelight. I saw global visibility. In every important committees, they put me invitation of global visibility. I have stood on platforms where I ask myself, who are you? Where are you coming from? But I know as long as I am on this altar that everything is possible. Everything is possible. And to top it up, God gave me double promotion. On the 20th of August, it was approved. Double promotion from a step too lower to another 2 step upward. This can only be God. The last testimony is that Papa, this girl here was one of those girls that came as Streams of Joy Umuahia, Lagos Street. I was coming to Abuja to serve in 2010. I didn't have anybody. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. I was only coming with the word of prophecy, which you released upon my life. I came here, it was not easy. I slept at Kubwa camp for like 2 months because I didn't have a place of primary assignment. I didn't have shelter. I didn't have money. I'm coming from a humble background. But how God picked me up in all those things and planted my feet upon the rock. Today, I have PhD. I have global visibility. I have global impact. In this year alone, I have turned down so many invitations because I needed to prioritize well. This can only be God. The word you spoke upon my life, God honored it. He's still honoring it. I will come back here for more testimonies because I know this can only be God. And the word which He has used you from those days of little beginning, it is showing up in my life right now because I know that what God cannot do does not exist. God bless you, Papa. The oil on your head, it will never run dry in Jesus' name.
Are you just looking?
See, what you've just heard is not chance. It is God speaking directly to your season. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing testimonies like this. I'll meet you again. God bless you.